Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're listening to this. I really liked this picture when I saw it, partly because of the sewing machine, the other verses that are in the background, and also the focus on the Proverbs 31 woman who works willingly with her hands. And it reminded me of the joy and satisfaction I have had recently sewing NHS items, partly of a largely unknown community with other local people all doing the same. I'm going to call her Beatrice because this means she who brings happiness and is blessed. The anonymous Proverbs 31 woman is called a good wife, virtuous, capable woman, or a wife of noble character, none of which really do her any justice. There's been a great debate about this passage, and it's been used for good of women. Feminists have quoted this as an example of what women can do, and others to criticise women who are not achieving all the characteristics of a noble wife, or they use it to justify what women are not permitted to do, such as preaching in church, because it's not listed. I'm not going to bring any more feminism or patriarchy into this, although that would be a good Zoom session. Anyone fancy joining me sometime? If you read Proverbs 31 at speed without taking a breath, this is what many women probably feel they are doing on the average day. Many women I know, and some men too, feel in our old normal situation, they were overloaded with jobs to do before, during, and after work. Beatrice rises early, presumably having gone to bed at some point. For some, these times of lockdown have actually offered a welcome relief to take things easier, a slower pace of life. For others, it has just added to their duties and burdens. Not only do you have to manage your full-time job, home working or not, you have to teach your children as they are not going to school. You have to make quality children's crafts from items you already have at home, do the shopping, possibly queuing for ages before you even get into the shop. You've got to do your daily exercise out of the home, probably with the children in tow, and you've got to ensure that they have some exercise, and then you've still to make the meals and tidy the house, which is even worse because everybody's at home all day messing it up. So, whilst she meets herself coming back, Beatrice's husband seems to have an easier life. He's respected as he sits at the city gates. He doesn't seem to help much, although she does have servants, but in the lockdown version, he's working at home too. But in the midst of all this hustle and not very much bustle, with us all being directed to keep your social distance, we see that people can still manage acts of kindness, like Beatrice, to cheer people up. She opens her arms to those who are poor and her hands to those who are needy. Food banks are receiving donations and they're giving out more parcels to more local families. Neighbours are finding out about and checking on the vulnerable people who live near them. Some streets have a daily music rendition. Handmade hearts and rainbows are given out, and boxes of freebies are being left outside houses for passers-by to help themselves, such as books and these handmade soft toys found by Bethan and passed on to the children. So, unlike Beatrice, who is always busy and doesn't appear to rest, if you're trying to do everything, please can I encourage you to have a few minutes daily to pause, read, or watch a morning reflection, or listen to a song. If you are finding lockdown difficult because you don't have too much to do, why don't you have a look at Beatrice's list and see if there's something you could do for yourself or someone else? Beatrice doesn't worry about the future, and that's quite a big thing, and she is to be praised. So, please remember to praise and thank these women and men who strive daily to achieve lots of tasks in these unprecedented times. And pray and thank God for them too. So, whichever situation you find yourself in, I hope and pray that today you, ladies and gentlemen, will have a happy and blessed day. Thank you and amen. And on a final note, may the 4th be with you. Thank you.